Hi, Tamer. Thanks for joining us today. It's a pleasure to connect with you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, so you're based in Egypt. You're the head of Damen, which is a fintech company providing electronic payment solutions. So before we dive into the news, I'd like to get a sense of what the payment landscape looks like today in Egypt. We've just come out of a pandemic, and I know there's been a lot of digital acceleration. How do you think it has evolved in the last 2 years? Where do you see the landscape right now, and where are there still holes to fill?
I started in this domain almost 15 years ago, where we started the idea of the electronic payments in Egypt. Okay, we used to deal with cash, almost 95% cash, buying and selling, and the 5% by credit cards. This was the situation almost 15 years ago. Almost 80% still cash, and 20% is digitized, either through credit card, mobile wallets, or other type of payment options right now. Especially during the past 3 years after COVID, the government started to push for digitization and electronic payments.
I want to come to the partnership with BKN 301. I know it's an important one, and you're aiming to foster the financial inclusion of 19 million people. Can you briefly tell us the idea behind that, and then we can break that down a bit?
We have been approached by their local guys in Egypt. They have some solutions that will benefit us, and payment platforms that help remittance and transfers across the region and or internationally, I guess. Then when we met them, we found that they have a good infrastructure that can help us. So the deal has been built on a mutual benefit for both of us, both companies, using their software platform, the wallet platform, I mean. So they are gonna supply us with the technology that they have, and we are gonna do the business, being in Egypt and knowing the landscape of the market and so on. First of all, we will be having a Damen wallet in Egypt. We are gonna use it for transfer money, cash in and cash out, link it to a credit card or debit card for the customer. Moreover, it can be used in buying and selling through what's called the QR code, or whatever. We can use it to lend or borrow money. The guy, he can lend money or borrow money, or whatsoever. We can put loyalty programs on it or whatever. So there is many aspects or many use cases that we can be used by having the wallet. Yes.
Looking at the mobile wallets, is that a popular feature that is, I mean, is it popular among consumers? Is there demand for it? Are you seeing that in the market today?
Actually, yes. Because again, the mobile wallet has been pushed to the market heavily during the past 3 or 4 years. By whom? By the mobile operators, by banks, by another payment aggregators like Damen. So I think not less than 30 to 40 million Egyptians has mobile wallets on their smartphones currently. But the issue is with the usage.
What do you mean?
I mean, the people use mobile wallets in Egypt now just for transferring money. If I want to pay you something, I send you money or I receive money from you. But there is, as I told you, many other use cases that mobile wallet can be used for. And it needs a lot of work changing some cultures, educational campaigns, stuff like that. And this is actually what we are going to do with BKN 301.
Let's look at the before and after, how cross-border payments look like today and how this partnership can improve it.
It's very simple. Now people receive money or remittance from their relatives or whatever through banks, right? If I am living outside Egypt and I want to send money to the country or to whomever there, I will do a bank transfer or through Western Union or whatever, and the receiver will go to the bank to get his money, okay? Definitely, by all means, having the mobile wallet in hand, and if this transfer or transaction will be real time, on the spot, I will get the money on my wallet. Then I will use it. I don't have to go out and visit the bank or stand in a queue or something to get my money. So it's a customer experience thing.
What does the regulatory landscape look like in terms of doing business with the government? Can you touch on that a bit?
It's just trying to secure the sender and the receiver. To secure this amount of money that you're going to handle. Because it's a liability by the end of the day, right? So this is the kind of stuff that they are trying to do, actually. Especially, what's the limit? What's the daily limit for the transfer? What's the monthly limit? Anything that is extreme or beyond the normality, they are trying to prohibit it or take it away from. You know what I mean?
What would you say is the biggest challenge your company faces today, or the biggest challenge you're overcoming every day when it comes to doing business in Egypt?
Honest to goodness, it is not only Egypt. Let me tell you something. We are different a bit. Our business sector is a bit different. I'll give you an example. During the COVID-19 isolation or closure or something, whatever you call it, many businesses has been affected, right? We showed a very good growth because people don't want to go out. They don't want to commute a lot. They use internet aggressively during their staying at home. They charge their mobile remotely and stuff. So all of these factors started to grow our business tremendously. So we did very well during COVID-19, while others not. I guess even with the macroeconomic situation that's happening now, and even the depletion in the hard currency resources or something again, so far we didn't suffer a lot, because always I say that if a person cannot pay his mobile bill or electricity bill, or they started to not paying this or reduce, then we are having a serious issue, which didn't happen again, I guess, and God for that.
How do you see the cash economy impacting business and also moving forward in terms of how consumers react differently?
Actually, it depends how you look at it. I look at it positively in terms of we have a very good opportunity to grow, and the market is growing, and it will continue growing during the coming 5 to 10 years. How long it's going to take? Hopefully, it will grow very fast, but with the efforts of everybody, it will grow. How cash is affecting the business? Yes, it is affecting the business, because, of course, if I sell something and I get the money by a press of a button right away in my bank accounts, it will save me a lot. The cost of money or the time that I will spend in getting the cash, sending to somebody, putting it in the bank, and whatever, blah, blah, blah. This, I will eliminate all these issues. So it is affecting the business, but Egypt is used to this years and years ago. So we will not notice that unless we digitized fully or almost 70 or 60% from the trade or something.
What does the state of the banking sector look like? Do you partner with them? What does that relationship look like? And as well, just a few thoughts on that and where it sits today.
Actually, banks are welcoming what we are doing. And especially, we don't, no, not we, they don't have the muscles that the payment aggregators has on the ground. The bank used to tackle a certain high-end chains, like, they don't go to class B or class C customers. They want their POS. They are looking for high turnover and stuff like that. But when it comes to disseminating the service among other classes, they don't have this manpower themselves. So they are welcoming our presence, actually, to the extent that they sometimes support us with POSs. Sometimes the central bank buy the POSs and distribute it to the aggregators to disseminate it and make it available for everyone. So actually they are helping us.
Oh, that's great. What's next for Damen, Tamer? Where do you see yourself going? What are your biggest priorities for I'd say the next, 12 to 18 months?
I'll tell you. Now we have a very good network on the ground. Okay, this network is merchant network. We are not dealing with the consumer directly. We contract a merchant. This merchant in the street, we give him the POS. He do the payment transactions to the consumers and stuff and collect the money. This is semi-manual, digitized kind of solution, right? I guess my vision regarding this, that this model will not continue more than 5 years. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, 5 to 7 years max until the mobile wallet take over this kind of let's say it should replace this network. Okay. Because if you will ask me, are you going to do the transaction by your smartphone, or you are going to the next door merchant or pharmacy or something to pay your money? Now, of course, I'll do it through the mobile.
On the mobile phone, yes.
So it is replaceable by any means. So regarding Damen's strategy, we are not gonna wait until our network is obsolete and nobody want to pay cash anymore. Our network will continue in Egypt as long as cash is there. Once cash is depleted and has been changed to electronic or digitized transactions, then we are preparing for this. That's why we are willing to have the mobile wallet, we have mobile apps, we have other channels like ATM through banks or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we are working on it, actually.
Awesome. Well, wish you all the very best and look forward to keeping in touch, getting an update at some point in the coming year. But really enjoy this conversation. Thank you so much for making the time, Tamer.
Thank you. I appreciate it too much. Thank you.
Real pleasure. Thank you.